Hello again, everybody. It's your friend Will. We're back with another run with the Fog deck. Unfortunately, we finished 2 and 2 in that last one. I think we had our list that was slightly off. We got a little unlucky. Didn't realize that Nexus of Fate was an instant. Obviously, that's huge and would have changed some of our plays in a few spots there. We also have an updated deck list here. I was fortunate enough to catch Gabe Nassif streaming a little bit. And if you recall from the last video, he was on the team that piloted this deck in part to 5th place in the Pro Tour. So it was a top 4 team Pro Tour, so they did not make the run for the finals. So they have, most notably, he's bumped it up to a 3rd search for Azcanta and added 2 Supreme Wills to the deck. And yeah, so we made just a few small cuts. Also added like 1 Field of Ruin on the land side, but overall very similar. I totally get search. Like, there's so many games where if you can just start activating search, you're going to chain into the time walks pretty easily. Also kind of redid the sideboard a little bit, so I still have that package of 8, 9, 10 cards that you are potentially going to bring in the control matchup. Cutting things like the obvious 8 fogs, and then like you can afford to trim down like 1 or 2 of the time walks in those matchups as well, and just turn it into more of a play for a Teferi, play for a Karn type game. For aggro decks, you're bringing in things like your approach, your Lyra, your uncomfortable chill. You're not bringing in too much, honestly, because the deck is mostly set up main deck to beat creature decks. So we're gonna run this into some competitive constructed. RIP, because this is going away later this month, in a decision that's kind of baffling to me as someone who almost exclusively plays competitive constructed. Apparently this mode is the least popular of the modes offered, and I think they've realized now the user interface constraints of what they have built into that main screen there, where you've noticed like the number of events stacked, that if they want to have all those, plus Singleton, plus Pauper, plus blah 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 blah, they realize that they have to put a hard cap on that number. We have 2 fogs and a search and a gift. I think we can keep this hand. So yeah, personally I think it's a mistake to have ranked ladder be the only best of 3 format. Just doesn't really feel right to me to be rotating in competitive constructed. I don't know. It's just like when I play, I want to play with something on the line. I don't want people just to be grinding an imaginary rating that right now doesn't even do anything. So like forfeiting means nothing. But anyways, we'll see what comes in the state of the beta later this month as they talk more about that. In the meantime, let's focus on the game here. So we're going to resolve our Azcanta and hope that this helps us push into lands. And this is probably Black-White Knights. Or could it be a mono-black deck? Either of which I think we have a somewhat favorable matchup against. Alright, so they make another knight here. Think we're graveyarding this Karn. Draw. Very nice, we hit our land. So now we can just gift up, go up to 21, in no rush to use these hazes. The punish here is if they have something like Karn. If this is mono black. Nope. So we're not really punished at all for not leaving out Supreme Will, which is great. Again, I think we can graveyard this. Draw for turn. Nexus of Fate. Alright, so we're going to chart and hope to hit land, and then we can leave up Supreme Will on their turn. Nice. Unfortunately, this comes into play tapped. I'm actually thinking we discard the Nexus here because it just gets shuffled back in. It's like a free discard. Oh, this doesn't come into play tapped. Okay, cool. That's right. Oh, right, Irrigated Farmland. So first game of the day. Alright, so if they have something big here, we can Supreme Will it and hopefully catch it. No. 5 mana. Liliana, no thank you. So now we're just playing to find Teferi. This is kind of a close one. I think we're graveyarding though. I think we're trying to find Teferi or land. I probably should have main phase Glimmer there, so yeah, there's really not. Alright, so they Doomfall. I guess we're gonna Glimmer. Glimmer in response. Yeah, this is why I should have main phase Glimmer. Land. I guess let's just take them. 2 things that we know they're not going to be able to remove with the Doomfall. I think most likely they're going to take Nexus of Fate here. I guess there's a chance that they take one of the fogs to... Yeah, they took Nexus. So we're about to flip search. So yeah, we can graveyard this land, transform it, draw for turn. If we draw a Teferi anytime soon, we're just going to win. Hinterland Harbor. Let's just make Karn, because that will turn on our 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is not tap for double land. What the hell? Sometimes it's like weird, like you pick 2 mana and it doesn't give it to you. We're still able to protect it with Haze here. I think we're just plussing even. The risk here is that they'll have Vraska's Contempt, but we're not too punished. If they go to the Karn, we're not going to haze, because Karn at 6 and 2 is not really a big difference. If they go to us, I think we are hazing. Oh, maybe not. Maybe we're even waiting 1 more turn. So they're doing that on their main phase. Okay. Draw away. Alright. Let's take... I guess actually with Cabal Stronghold we should haze here. Only because they're getting to the point where they could make a concerning amount of mana and burn us out. So surprisingly we'll get a land here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think we're just priced into doing this. We will take the turn, bounce a knight. Plus. Okay. Oh, wow. They actually gave us the haze. Let's add blue. Play search. This will just help us filter. So with this, they can make 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. Yeah, they're digging for a X spell here to burn us out. Yep, go ahead. Take one of the hazes. So they're going to attack us here, and then before we decide if we're going to haze, we're going to activate search and see what we're getting here. So like Teferi is a nice one. So with this being the case, go to 7, graveyard, decline transforming, draw for turn, Nexus of Fate. So if we play Teferi for 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus it, untap, we can untap the land with the enchantment on it and another one, so we'd have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can play Teferi and Nexus this turn. So we're going to plus Karn because we want to now start digging to more Nexi. Gift is also good here if they give it to us. Wow, they gave it to us. Okay. So if we pay 1, 2, 3 to gift here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to play Teferi and plus, we'll have 1, 2. We're going to be 1 short to play gift, Teferi, and Nexus. So add white, white, blue, green, Teferi, plus. So stopping our end step here. Hopefully we can execute this. End turn. Nexus. Done. End our turn, take another one. Graveyard, decline, transforming. Wow. Wow. People just don't want to play against this deck. So against them, I think we want the Lyras. And possibly the approach is like a backup. We can cut 1 search. Then we can cut the Sundering. Search is not even that, it's not that even good on the draw even. Their deck is big enough that I kind of want to keep the Supreme Wills in. Which means maybe we don't bring in the approach. Or maybe we do bring in the approach and we cut 1 Nexus. Carnage Tyrant might also be good here, just because it's hexproof. I could see Chill being good over like 1 Root Snare also. Because likely they play to go pretty wide, not tall. I like this hand. They mulligan down to 6. Feel like I've seen this name before, like we played against them before. Which would make sense if WotC is correct that like no one plays this mode. Alright. It's possible I should have held this. Just play the Sunpetal tapped and save this to cycle later. Alright, so as long as they don't have like a triple siphoner draw, I think we'll be okay. Triple siphoner draw is how we lost one last round, or last set. Alright, so just get rid of a Root Snare. We want to keep all these lands to get an on-time Teferi and plus it into a fog. Alright, goodbye 1 fog. They bear the heart. Get their first draw here. Now, what could they follow up with here? Like a shade or something that would be really obnoxious. What is this card? This is new. Oh, this is just a 3 mana 3/3 against our deck. Okay, so we're just gonna jam Karn. Plus easy plus on Karn here. If they direct the damage to it, we're happy. If not, we're still pretty happy. So the thing that we want to dodge here is Duress or Doomfall. Yeah, so they have right on time Doomfall for the Teferi. It's bad luck. They are ignoring the Karn. Which means we get to keep digging. I'm pretty happy seeing like 3 cards a turn. Okay. So we can play our Sanctum. 3, 4, 5. I don't think we need to haze yet. We're definitely going to cycle this Irrigated Farmland here. They're stuck on land, so we're not at risk of getting burned out by anything. I think we can take this chunk. Oh, you know what? Why don't we cycle and see what we hit? Nexus. All right, so we can take this turn. Start fogging next turn. I think we're just still in plus mode here, digging through our deck. Getting past these chunks of land is huge for us. So we're pretty committed to root snaring here. Since obviously this will kill us. This do nothing, huh? So we're going to plus here because this is going to help us decide if we want a Nexus or not. If there's something good that gets buried, then we'll Nexus. But since there's not, we just get to play a 5 mana Lyra. Sure, dig away. Unfortunately, we don't have Supremo backup for this. But I think the idea of bringing Lyra in is that they're very likely to bring out... I think they'll leave in Vraska's Contempt, but they'd probably bring out other stuff. And now it splits the difference. Like, they can't Contempt the Karn or the Teferi. They need to Contempt this Lyra. Walk the plank. They kept that in. Alright, well that proves me wrong. Maybe they anticipated. Maybe they're have been watching the streams too. Alright, so I know about all these fogs. Six, 7, 8. So we can't play Chart and Nexus, so we're going to plus with Karn first, see if we hit anything that we absolutely want. We still don't. So I guess we're going to chart here. Discard Island. So we have Haze plus Supreme Will here. Fairly safe against any big effects they might have. Mastermind's Acquisition. Oh, I think our plan will be to counter whatever they get with it. With the 1 black floating and the 2 untapped, we can't Supreme Will it. We have been a little greedy holding onto this Nexus for so long, exposing it to a Doomfall. But I think the way that we've bricked and just hit like land only on Karn, it's kind of necessitated that. Ooh, oops, I didn't realize it was the end of my turn. Or that we went straight to end of turn there. That was not great for us. Definitely could have cycled at least. Alright, so we can get Lyra here. Cool. Oh, they gave us the Supreme Will. So let's play Nexus. Done. Let's play Search. New turn. Library. Transform. Draw. So the question now is 1, 2, 3, 4. Gift, 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 Lyra. So do we minus for the Lyra and just play Lyra with like double Supreme Will backup, or do we play like Lyra into Teferi? Oh, I actually don't have... Alright, so I have to just play Lyra with this. I don't have enough white to play both. This actually just got really sketchy because I didn't realize, well, yeah. You have to just hope they don't have a kill spell for this Lyra. Duress. Duress is okay. So with the Eldest Reborn, we can sacrifice Karn. So that's okay. Karn's done a lot of work. Again, we can't counter it because they floated 1 black mana off their stronghold. Now I can block here. It's got hexproof from white, not protection from white. So I'm not sure why. They must have thought this had protection from white. Alright, so end of turn. We're looking. We're gonna take Haze. they're probably realizing now they just more or less threw this away. Teferi. +1. Hinterland Harbor. So this is going to make me discard. And I guess I discard Glimmer. No, I guess I discard Haze. Haze is the most replaceable card. Although we have gone through 6 of our 8 sort of fog effects here. But we want to keep Supremo, we want to keep Glimmer. If we just find Nexus, I think we can go off from here. 24 cards left in the deck. Liliana. I don't think that can do anything interesting at this point, so we're going to let it resolve. We only need to chain 3 turns together to kill them with this Lyra. We probably should have even attacked last turn. But I'm pretty sure we're just going to, between Glimmer and activating Azcanta here, we're just going to find enough time walks that we're going to just beat them down. As long as they don't have Vraska's Contempt. If they have Contempt right here, we're countering it. But they know we have this. They've looked at our hand a couple times. Josu Vess. Have it. Now I wonder if the order between these really matters. Like, is it better to use the Azcanta or better to Glimmer first? This went to my face, I'm assuming. I'll Azcanta first. Take Nexus. Glimmer. Put the Root Snare at the bottom, take the Nexus. Alright, so yeah, that's it. We won. So we'll Nexus plus. I know I could have done this differently and played the approach, but I'm trying to be merciful here. Just go through the motions. I think we'll show them this Nexus and they'll scoop. This card is very dumb. Yeah. Get one more. They can't block. We finish the game at 20. Great. Cool. So 2-0, got a revenge on a black deck there. Although I think we beat mono black before. Oh, hey, we actually dealt some damage. So 1-0. Hope you enjoyed that. I've been noticing that people are loving the fog deck. It's pretty cool, pretty different. I wonder how quickly it'll become tired, though. With that being said, 30 minutes, quick 2-0, quick-ish 2-0 for fog, and we'll go on to the next one in the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone.